Hey guys, this is Pharaoh2091 and welcome back to Let's Play 999. Last when we left off, we escaped from that other area with the tiles and whatnot. I was stumped at first with the dark room, but then I kind of realized, wait a minute, let's go back to the other rooms. Sure enough, figured it out, and boom, we got out of here. But now we're in a damn torture room. That's not cool, but hey, we need to escape, so let's go ahead and get started. And because it's sticking out at us, let's look at this damn thing. I don't even know what the... Ugh, really creepy chair. The manacles that make me think they used to torture people. Well, we can't open these manacles without a key. There's some sort of weird symbol on them. There is? What kind of symbol? Well, if I got this right, I think it's the sun symbol. Okay, and well, sun symbol. Okay. Select in place. They got a sun symbol engraved on them, so I guess I gotta find something of a sun symbol. And what the hell's this big thing here? Hello? There's something on the screen. This device will conduct an experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above. Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure out this puzzle. It's right next to the torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good. Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right? You adjust the switches shown in the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do. Okay, what? Oh, that's just gonna be... Oof, okay. So far, that makes sense. Uh-huh. No, not that. No. Oh. Oh. Just. Did I do it? I did it! Oh, okay. I hate to deal in these types of puzzles, but it's not that hard because it's considered there's only 4 of these things, so... Okay, that was easy enough. You'll figure it out eventually. Adjustment is completed. Now proceeding to execution phase. To complete the experiment, data must be collected from the subject. Once preparation is finished, place subject in chair. Whoa, 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 whoa! I thought we solved the puzzle already! What does it mean by preparation? I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this. I think this means one of us has to sit in a chair. Well, 7's not going to fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. I wonder if it's going to run electricity through the subject. There's a human head on the screen. Maybe it's going to zap the brain with a little electricity. This really doesn't sound safe. Anyway, we've still got time to prepare. We can talk about this after we figure out what it means by preparation. Alright? Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do. Okay, what do you want us to do? Error. Disposal tank is closed. Please fill tank with water. What tank? Oh man, don't tell me we gotta do something with the water tank. Well, there's probably something around here to open the tank, or whatever it's asking us to do. It looks like the only controls are in this room. So is that it? There's buttons down here. The screen says to fill the tank with water. We need to find a controls for a tank, I guess. Okay. We'll do that. We'll just start examining things now. What is this? What's wrong, Junpei? What are you doing on the floor? I thought maybe if I got down here I could see through the glass. It's not working, though. You don't think it's just a large sheet of glass they just put into an indentation? I don't know. I mean, why would they do that? In the placement of the chair? You're not making sense, Junpei. What's your point? Well, I'm not sure, but don't you think there's something under the glass? Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe the glass is one way, like they have in a police station, you know? Maybe it's just covered with something that makes it opaque, whatever. Nah, it doesn't matter how close I get. Still can't see anything. Echoes when I knock on it, though. I wonder if it's hollow. I don't know. Anything else we can look at? Oh, we've got controls here. Oh, let's mess with levers here. There are a ton of knobs here. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything, though. Do you think it's broken? Maybe. All the dials are pointing in different directions. Maybe something will happen if we turn them? Ha! Shoot. They're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. It doesn't now. All the dials are rusted. I don't think there's any point... I don't think where they're pointing means anything. So what the hell are these, then? The needle on the gauge is set at 0. It doesn't look like it's going to move. Okay. Red, yellow. I think the colors mean something? No idea. I mean, red looks dangerous, but other than that, the bottom of this one looks like it's covered in dust. Rust. I don't think it's gonna move. Can this one move? These levers have got to turn something on. Of course they would. All they could do is turn something on or off. The board is what they turn on or off. Don't say the floor is gonna suddenly open up. Oh, that'll be terrible. There are a bunch of buttons here with letters A through F on them. I wonder if they do anything. Down you go. I press it again. Back you come. I guess these buttons switch something on or off when you push them. Well, what do you know? There's probably a certain order and amount you press, but I really wouldn't know. So let's come back to that later, I guess. Anything else here? It looks like a catwalk goes across about half the room. Things made like that so you can get around without standing on the floor. This is the exit, right? It said the door will unlock if we complete the experiment. So in other words, we aren't getting out that door until we finish the experiment. Well, let's do that then. Okay. Let's look around here. What do we got? Got tools. Like a wrench. This wrench looks brand new. Considering where we found it, I have to wonder how it was used. Knock it off. I don't want to think about that. You've already seen plenty of things that are a lot more cruel than that. You're unexpectedly sensitive. Come on, let's not talk about stuff I don't want that doesn't matter, okay? We need to find somewhere where we can use this thing. Okay, any other tools I can use? My god, there's like an axe, some mallets. Is that a sickle? Oh, whatever. A number of rusty torture tools are lined up here. I don't think there's anything else we need. Nothing? A number of rusty torture tools are lined up here. Okay, so we grabbed a wrench. Doesn't look like there's anything else here besides a catwalk. I saw rusty stairs that lead to the door that we came through. What, you want to go back, Junpei? I wish solving this puzzle were that easy. When you look at it from here, the catwalk looks pretty high up. That makes the stairs pretty steep. We better be careful going up and down them. I guess. There are a bunch of pipes near the ceiling. I don't think there's gonna be a puzzle up there. At least I hope not. We can't even reach them. Who knows? Hey, this pipe is connected to that thing over in the corner. I imagine there are electrical wires running through that pipe to the device. What thing in the corner? Of course, the entrance is locked. Oops. It's been like that in every room that we've been in. What do you expect? There's no point in trying to go back. Let's just think about going forward, alright? Okay, yeah. Is that the tank? Sure looks like it. The cover's bolted on pretty good. Should be able to get rid of those bolts off of this wrench we just found, though. Alright, good. Sweet, it's open. Okay, look in there, then. The hole's too small. You can't see in, even with the cover off. Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in. Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there. Okay, I admit, that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. Put your arm in, then. Alright, here we go. Arm into the hole. Hey, I think I can feel something. Small, cold, and hard. Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's see what this thing is. Oh! It's the sun key. Awesome. A key with the sun symbol on it. We should be able to open the other door with this. Yeah, well, we gotta get out of this room before we can do that. Hey, we're probably going to need a sun key to do that. But none of the doors in this room have keyholes. I bet we got to use it on something that's not a door, which will be the manacles for the torture chair, I guess. Anything else in here? There's nothing in there anymore. Okay, good, good, good. Anything here? The handrail runs all the way from the entrance. It doesn't go down one side. It doesn't go down one side of the stairs. Okay. The L-shaped pipe is a straight one. They're both connected to the tank thing. That's pretty big pipes, but the tank is even bigger. I guess we examined everything so far, so let's just go ahead and open up these manacles to the key. The sun key should fit into the keyhole on these machines. Alright, sun key, in you go. And yes! Great, they're open! I don't think we're going to need a sun key again here, though. Just seems unlikely. Alright, sun key, you've done your job. Into my pocket you go. Or into my pocket with you. Now what do I do? I don't think examining a chair is going to cause that machine to do anything. I should probably take a look at the monitor instead. Okay. Fill the tank with water. We need to find the controls for the tank, I guess. Well, yeah, there's a whole lot of cables coming out of that thing. It's really kind of a mess. I can barely tell which is which. Okay, but... So wait a minute. We need to fill... I'm confused. That's the water tank, right? I found a sun key hidden inside this tank. And I need to fill it with water. How the hell am I supposed to do that? There's wires here? Do they do anything? All the cables are running out of the chair. I can't see them very well, but it looks like they're connected to some wires up to the ceiling. Okay, I see that, but I can't do anything up here. A pipe for something. It runs outside a room. It runs outside this room somewhere. Whew. I don't know. Man, you ain't gonna give up on that thing, are ya? You know we don't got time for shit like that, you kid. Come on, that's why I want to take a good look at it. Think about all the other rooms we've gone through. You never know where you might find a puzzle, you know? You gotta be suspicious of everything. What? Why on earth are you putting your ear on the floor? It's filthy! Huh, that's weird. I think I can hear water down there. So there's water in here. Apparently. Too dark to tell right now. How do I get water out? Too dark to tell right now. Okay, I really don't know what to do. Cable that wraps around half the room. Cables sure don't look very pleasant. This looks like something from a prison movie. Come all the way down from the ceiling. Just trying to look up on that high is... Looking up that high is making my neck hurt. Jeez. There's a bunch of cables attached to the chair. What am I supposed to do? I can't do anything with these controls. I can see oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, it feels like it's got some movement. I should be able to pull this one. Alright, let's pull the lever then. Okay, good. Is that water? What the hell? What's going on? Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere. It sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor... Oh! Junpei, look! What she... Oh, damn! I can see through the glass now! Oh, sweet. Let's take a look then. I mean, I was trying to go on the left of the screen there. EDBF, or... What the hell is that? There are a couple of letters in the color of blood written on the shark's back. Oh, it's a shark! Oh, it's just a shark. It's dead. Looks like the letters are E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for has to be in this room somewhere. Perfect. It's right here. And I can't pull this from it. I guess I might as well try. Let's give it a shot. Nope, no dice. This thing isn't gonna go anywhere. Oh, give me that. You just aren't man enough. Sure, pal. You give it a shot. Let's see just how much of a man you are. Hey, you're going to break it! Oh man, that thing ain't gonna go anywhere. Okay. In that case, let's just mess around with these things. E, D, B, F. What? There's a strange noise coming from the chair. It looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that power has to be sent in a specific way. I guess it does. And there's no water in the tank, is there? There's nothing in the tank anymore. Wait, Well, let's see what the monitor has to say. The restraining device is unlocked. Please seat subject in device. The message on the screen was disturbingly detached. Well, like we thought, it's not going to work until someone sits in it. How ironic that this would be a situation in which the slim, beautiful body is useful. Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it and you can solve... Junpei's right. If we screw it up... Seven couldn't bring himself to finish a thought. His eyes fell to the floor. Junpei followed them. Beneath them was a dead shark floating underneath the glass. Perhaps it had been killed by an electrical shock. I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead. But... No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair, too, you know. I just don't want to stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with. And her words had made it clear that Lotus would book no argument. She turned and walked toward the chair without hesitation. But she did not sit down. Despite what she had said, she did indeed feel hesitation. Her legs shook. Look, do you think you can do me one last favor? Don't say last. You're making me nervous. Just listen. If something ever happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters that I love them very much. No. Tell them that I will always love them. Daughters? You've got kids? Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. I didn't know Lotus was that old. Okay. They're twins. I had them when I was young after some things happened. Their names are Nona and... Nona? Wait! Nona! Junpei's words shot out before he even realized what he was saying. He remembered story 7 had told him. Oi, Light, and Nona. Or Aoi. Well, I don't know how to say that first name, whatever. There were 4 names. Well, some of them. The kids that were there in the experiment, I mean. What the hell? What's wrong with you? Lotus took a step back from Junpei. Seven looked just as shocked as Junpei. He blinked his eyes rapidly, as if he weren't sure if he was completely awake. No way. He couldn't. Lotus, is your last name... that? Kashiwabara. Kashiwabara? Kashiwabara, I think. Whatever. Lotus's eyes went wide. How did you know that? Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom. That kid? What do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her? Seven's brow furrowed. I have. What? Yeah, I met one of your kids. When? 9 years ago. Where? On this ship. Why were you... It's not a short story. I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please. What happened here? Seven glanced at Junpei and then turned back at Lotus and began to speak. It was the same story Junpei had heard only minutes before. Every detail. Yeah, the kids being, just that disappeared. Him being a cop. Him being thrown in here. Hearing voices. Wow. At last, Seven finished. Lois shook her head. Oh my God! Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here. Looking for? Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back. They never told me what had happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they haven't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure they had been through something terrible, so I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they've been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to ignore it and move on. A few months passed. Gradually they started to act like they always had, before anything ever happened, or before they disappeared. They smiled, they made jokes, they did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them what had happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually I knew that there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something that terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what had happened on my own. I would find out what had happened during those 9 missing days. What did you find out? Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Only once the 16 children who got missing came back, things were just swept under the rug. Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured something was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut. Cradle Pharmaceutical. No, probably something even bigger than that. Cradle Pharmaceutical. Have you heard of them before? No, that's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceutical is related or connected to the kidnappings in the first place? I figured finding out wherever victims had in common would lead me in the culprit. That's what any good cop does. What did they have in common? Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to the one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of the bunch that they were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceutical. After that, it was just about connecting the dots. The hospital. The hospital. For a while, I was trying to get some kind of story out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story. What was that? Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment? I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling. 7 cleared his throat and proceeded to explain the Gansfeld experiment. Gansfeld, I don't know. First, subjects Q and A were put into separate rooms, far away from one another. In a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who's told to send images to subject A by thinking about them. Subject A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at. Oh yes, I've heard about that. The famous telepathy experiment, isn't it? Telepathy? Telepathy? Drew may roll the word over in his mind. That's how the experiment on the ship was supposed to work. The experiment would control people, right? Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceutical bought into it. Bowles grunted. 7 had been thinking hard for the last several minutes and finally spoke. Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has to do anything to do with any of this. The notary game, 0, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with the telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all. And then that moment of silence. Oh, shoot. A cold voice echoed down from the ceiling. You know, I'm going to leave it right there. That sounds like a good cliffhanger, right? So yeah, how about that? I guess next time we'll continue escaping from the room. We'll see what happens. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play 999. I'll see you guys later.